Classify each of the following as a linear equation in one variable, a linear equation in two variables, linear expression in one or more variables, or not linear, and explain each classification. Alright, so first, what do we have? We have y equals 0.2x plus 3.2. Well, the first thing we can say is, well, since it's got an equal sign, this is an equation. So we know it's an equation. Now, let's look at the variables. Well, we have two variables. Let's look at the degrees of the variables. We have an x to the first power and a y to the first power. So, since the highest power on each variable is 1, on each variable is 1, we say that it's linear. So, conclusion, this is a linear equation in two variables. Exercise B, 3x minus 7y plus 2. Is it an equation? Not an equation. Alright, there's no equal sign. So that means it's an expression. We do see two variables, and the highest power on x is the first, the highest power on y is the first, so we would say it is linear. So we have then a linear expression in two variables. Exercise C, we have y equals 5x squared minus 4x plus 10. It's an equation. Two variables, x and y. Now, notice that the exponent, we see an exponent of 2 on x. This is not linear. Once we see that an exponent that's greater than the first on x, or y for that matter, it's nonlinear. So, conclusion, this is a nonlinear equation. And exercise D, we have 4x minus 3. So let's see, this is not an equation. There's only one variable, specifically x, but the highest power on x is 1, and so this is linear. So the conclusion is that this is a linear expression in one variable. Now, I've been describing linear and nonlinear by looking at the exponents, but we can also think of the degrees of the terms. So let's go back for a moment to the previous slide. So notice, let's consider the degrees. That y to the first power, that's a degree 1. 0.2x, that's a degree 1. 3.2 is a degree 0. And if we look at the terms, the highest degree is 1, linear. Similarly, exercise B, degree 1, degree 1, degree 0, linear. Now contrast that with example C. Degree 1, degree 2, degree 1, degree 0. We see degree 2, nonlinear. Example D, degree 1, degree 0. The highest degree is 1, linear. Let's look at one more example. E, we have 4xy equals 6. Well, we see the equal sign, so this is an equation. We see two variables, x and y. Now they're both raised to the first power, so we might think that that's linear. But wait a second, if we think about the degree of this term 4xy has degree 2, and the 6 has degree 0. So we have a degree 2 as the highest degree, and this tells me this is non-linear. So, conclusion, this is a non-linear equation.